welcome back to your favorite hour of the day, Anything Better, episode 9 with myself, Paul Bursey, Bill Burr. We are here on a beautiful, beautiful spring day. I love how those people always bring weather into it, dude. But I gotta tell you, it's been amazing here in New York. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, Bill. I'm a little fired up with the. I had this.
Can I just address something before we even get going?
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear Adidas gear ever. This is
Really?
like seeing Jordan wearing Adidas. You never wear Adidas. I love Adidas.
Dude, I gotta show you what a fan made me. Check this out.
All right. And you know what's funny? I'm wearing Nike.
This guy,
Is it Nike?
these are custom Stan Smiths. They're green in the back. It looks yellow now.
Okay.
And it says
Who's that?
Bursey in graffiti.
Oh, that's fucking killer, man.
Yeah, dude. This dude Adam at Chaz Customs, man, he made them so. Anyway, but no, I love the Rod Labors. I love the Stan Smiths, and
Yeah, I like the old. Adidas hasn't had a good sneaker in a long fucking time. It's all about their old stuff, but their sweatsuits and shit are nice.
their hoodies, their long sleeves.
Yo, what's up, Boot 46?
I had this on the calendar now. I mean, I marked this down when this happened. We got to talk
How are you,
about
Boot
it.
46?
Dude, the fact that Patrick Ewing was not
Yo,
only
what's up, Boot
stopped at
46? How
Madison
are
Square
you?
Garden, but he said accosted and basically treated
Something
as
off
he
my
was
chest?
like being disruptive
How about,
at Madison Square Garden. It would be unacceptable of me not to start this show without
Yo, what's up,
saying,
Boot 46?
what the fuck? And you know
how about
me,
I'm getting
not one of these jump on
the weights off
Dolan.
my chest?
Dolan's the worst. Listen,
No, I'm just
he's
kidding,
not
I'm
my
just kidding.
favorite, but I
Yo,
don't think
welcome,
he's
welcome.
the
Thanks
fucking
for
problem.
following, too.
I just think the fact that he's a billionaire, owns a cable company, and plays in a band.
I'm gonna probably
makes people
turn this
upset
down a
because
tiny
the
bit.
fucking Knicks aren't his whole thing. But how
Alright,
many guys
welcome,
are
welcome.
7 feet tall that look like Patrick Ewing wearing a Georgetown fucking jumpsuit, walking in there for the Big East tournament? Are there? It's an absolute. Yo, I was so disgusted.
Get something off
And
my
then
chest?
looking at his
Okay,
face going, is my number not up there? Like, what's going on here? It was.
That's a good question.
How surprised were you?
I mean, with that one, dude. I mean, how many guys are 7?
I don't know, I'm pretty chill right now.
Charles
I'm pretty
Oakley
chill
out of
right now, to
place
be honest.
A few years ago.
They almost fucking tased him. That's what I said. I go, what's next? They're gonna beat the shit out of Bernard King next. They did it to Spike Lee too. But Patrick.
Spike Lee keeps
Okay,
the
sometimes
Knicks
I feel
going.
guilty
That
doing
guy buys
things
80% of the merch
when
that's sold for the Knicks every
I
year,
feel like it's
without
like
a
the
doubt.
right thing to
If you're an
do.
employee of Madison
You know what I mean?
Square Garden, you're fucking
I deal with a lot of that
orientation
anxiety. I have a lot of like second guessing and like regret and stuff. That's been on my chest a lot lately.
So those guys, I feel like a lot of those guys
Yo, what's up, Boot?
who are around,
Thanks for being
you
here.
should have known.
I mean, dude.
Well, I just say, you know the deal, dude. You
I'm
play Madison
super
Square
anxious
Garden,
today.
right? You play it, then as you're walking out, they're changing the marquee.
Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep going. Keep
The
going.
man left the building. You're not making us money anymore. We don't know you.
You're talking about one of the top 50 players of all time, carried that fucking building on his shoulders for fucking almost 2 decades. I mean,
Not to mention, he's been an assistant coach in the NBA forever, so he comes to that building a couple times a year, right?
oh my God, sitting there as a fan, as a coach, his number is up in the fucking sky. I mean, it was, I don't even know what to say, but people needed to be definitely, and then Dolan called him. And he did the right thing. You could tell, that Dolan knew somebody fucked up. Because when Patrick talked the second time, he goes, no, it's like, I think that they were really like, dude, let's put this away. People are getting fired. Don't worry. Heads are going to roll.
Yeah, and not to mention, too, that like one of the classiest guys. You know what I mean? Just like a toad, like, Ray's right.
Yeah.
Good fucking dude. Wow, Paul. Wow, the Mecca.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
got me sick. What can I say? Got me sick. Oh, man.
What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? The Celtics don't have the best track record with former players either. I mean, shit, Bill Russell wouldn't even talk to us for like 4
Yo,
years. I
what's
don't
up,
think
Dick?
He doesn't really.
So
Good
I
fucking
wanted
dude.
to
Yo,
something.
Dick's a good fucking dude.
Bird,
So
for
is
some
Boot
reason,
46.
didn't come back around to the front
What's
office.
up, man?
Neither did Mikhail.
How you doing,
Danny
man?
Ainge. Danny Ainge. We got Danny Ainge back.
Do you want to know why? What happens
What's up,
is
homie?
when a guy feels like he gave his blood, sweat, and tears and everything that
Yeah,
he
I'm
had
feeling
to
pretty
an
good.
organization
Boot 46
and
for
his,
Doom
you
get
know,
something off
just
my
his life
chest,
and the
but
charities, and then
I'm feeling pretty
unfortunately,
good.
there's the end of everything. There's going to be the end of
just
everything. You know,
feeling
the end
guilty
of a career. The end of this
when I feel like it's the right thing to do sometimes.
There's gonna be. There's
I don't know,
always
not
parting
guilty,
ways.
but just
Look how ugly it was with Brett Favre in Green Bay. It's gonna get ugly again.
sometimes
with
doing
Aaron
things
Rodgers.
that don't make much
Feel it by
sense,
things that are being
but it still
said.
feels right, you
And
know what I mean?
What happens is when that guy that did everything for that franchise feels like fuck them, they're like, I'm not coming back. You know, I think that there's something to that. I think that there's something.
I'm just trying to ignore it by like lifting tons of weights.
I am really scared that football is going to go the way of the NBA.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Where there's this, you know, the Patriots bought, like, I didn't see what they bought, but like it's becoming, I don't want sports to all be about who's got the money to buy all the good guys.
Yeah.
Like with the NBA, where you watch the All-Star game, Team LeBron versus Kevin Durant. It's just like, gee, who's going to be in the finals?
Yeah.
You know, it's become market. It's always been a business or whatever, but it's just become, they just want to market two super teams. Like the Ocean 11's cast against the Ocean 11 Part 2 cast. Yeah. And then it just really just makes like the regular season a foregone conclusion. I hope that they don't do this with the NFL because the NFL does it the best. Where all of a sudden out of nowhere, teams that suck for a long time, all of a sudden they can be good. Like there's no hopeless NFL fan for the most part. You know what I mean? There's still at least some hope. Where I feel like in baseball for a long time, and certainly in basketball has made a NBA's made a statement to certain cities that you're just not going to win one. No matter who you draft, because you're not going to be able to hang on to them, and they're going to end up on these upper echelon teams. So, just seeing like I started hearing that NBA chatter on the NFL channel, listening to Michael Irvin, who I love, but he was saying like, you got to get him all the pieces he needs. You need to have extra. It's just like, whoa, what are we doing here? I want to watch competition. I don't want to see like he needs a beast at every position. Well, then shit, fucking, anybody can win a title that way, right?
Is as much as people go, you know, you'd love to, and I know people are going to think I'm taking a jab at the Nets here because I always take jabs at Brooklyn and the Nets. But in all seriousness, having James Harden, having Kyrie Irving, having Kevin Durant, having guys off the bench who are all-stars like DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green, winning that, if the Knicks did that and won, yes, it would be great because the Knicks have had a drought since '73, but there's something fucked up about that, man. And I'm going to tell you something. There was a year the Yankees had a $220-something million payroll, and I remember looking at our infield, and it was Mark Teixeira at first, Robbie Cano at second, Jeter at short, A-Rod at third, and we would go into Kansas City and beat the fuck out of the Royals.
I feel so anxious today. It's crazy.
And I literally tuned out that year because I was like, fuck this, man.
Like,
what's that?
2009. It was that era. That was the year that, they won the World Series. Dude, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like 08 Celtics, 07 Red Sox. When the 07 Red Sox signed Eric Gagne, and granted, he was off the roids and he almost cost us the division in September, but I was just like, I'm not going to watch. At that point, we were like $190, $200 million team. I'm not watching us playing the Colorado Rockies.
Right.
That was kind of all about like the arms race with the Yankees. I would watch our roided up free agents play your roided up free agents, but anything after that felt like, it was a weird thing. It was definitely weird. Other than the first year because we had to break the curse.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Stacy's making some fucking, she had a whole thing. She went to the store, she's making corned beef, she's making all the vegetables. She said, Paul, you gotta go out and get a Guinness. You gotta go, like, she's like the whole, she tries to rub it in my face a little bit, because early on in our marriage, you know, not that I shunned St. Patrick's Day, but I was like, you know, no.
Yeah, I see it. All the fucking props I give to you with your Greek and Italian heritage. Look at you
Yeah.
trying to dance around this. Paul, tell me how. Tell me how you didn't really get into.
Here's what it was. My son was a baby, and she put like a fucking green T-shirt on him, and I just, for a second, I was like, let's not get crazy here. You know, I'm Sicilian and Greek, and you know, and she's like, what the fuck? She's like,
Yeah,
and
but
I
he's
go,
also Irish, Paul.
yeah. Hold on a second.
Thank
Hold
you,
on
Dick.
a second. I got this.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, those V-sits are great, Dick. Thank you.
Listen,
You
all I'm
fucking.
saying.
What do I call you? A nationalist?
No. This is all I'm saying. What I'm saying is Stacy's like 7 things. She's Finnish, she's Swedish, she's German, she's French Canadian, she's English, and then she has a little Irish. She was going
Soon
at it one
dragon
year.
flags?
I
What's
fucked up.
that, man?
It's my fault. It's my
What's a
fault.
dragon flag?
But,
That sounds
you know,
intense.
one year I
Paul, it wasn't really about that.
Should I pull it up? I'll pull it up.
Listen, that's here nor there.
I'll pull it up. Dragon flags? What's that? Looks like the bar is curved. 1 second. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh my god.
In this video, I'll be teaching you how to do one of the most advanced core exercises, the dragon flag. The dragon flag.
Well, I've been
is
doing
a
leg
anterior
raises, I
core
guess.
Exercise that focuses on the rectus abdominis.
What I could do is I can
commonly
hold the.
referred to
Here, I'll
as
do it.
the
I'll do it right now.
six-pack muscle. This exercise
I'll hold
is
the
extremely
bench.
useful for developing core strength for calisthenics, especially related to the front lever
Try to.
and upper range of the human flag.
Oh my god.
To
Yeah, I'm not
perform
gonna
the
try
dragon
that.
flag, start lying on your back, gripping a sturdy object behind you for support. If using a bench, you can hold the bench under your head. On the floor, you can hold a vertical pole or low horizontal bar. From here, keeping your body rigid, pull with the arms and lift the body toward a vertical position. Then lower until you are just above the floor and repeat for repetitions. The dragon flag can be performed in various postures. Like the front lever, the closer your weight is distributed to your shoulders, the easier the exercise will be. Therefore, the tuck, single leg,
I see.
straddle,
Yeah, putting the hands above the hand really does change it.
Select a
I
level
feel
you
a
can
much
perform with good
longer
quality
stretch.
for sets of 6 to 12 repetitions, progressing as you get stronger. When performing the dragon flag,
flags,
maintain a
that's
posterior
cool.
pelvic tilt to ensure a flat lower back throughout the movement. A
Okay,
common
I think we got the
mistake is
picture.
to arch the lower back, which is often seen when rushing ahead to a level one is not ready for.
I don't know what it's
Come on. Let's get to the bottom of what it was about. She could have been half Irish, Paul. Then your kid would be a quarter Irish. You'd still be saying, let's not get crazy here.
Listen.
You don't like your Kelly Green.
No, you know what?
Oh, you fucking cunt.
There is something to that.
Follow your
I
country?
have this dumb, I'm a Mediterranean, Greek, Sicilian kid that I put at a certain place. We went to Ellis Island. We went to Ellis Island with Lucas's class trip, and you could buy flags. You could buy little flags.
You could buy flags.
So we came
After
home
you
with
go
a
to the
fu-
wall, you go to Ellis Island, you buy a fucking flag.
So I come home with the fucking, Greek and Italian flag. And, Stacy goes, I go, listen, I didn't see all of what you are. I didn't want to leave something out. They had the Italian and Greek right there.
Good stuff,
And
good stuff.
so now her thing is she goes hard. She goes hard with St. Patrick's Day. Corned beef, sending me out.
Good.
Sending me out
For
to
her.
go
Tell her I said thank you. You brought it on yourself, Paul.
I did.
You should have known. You don't go hard at an Irishman. They're going to come back twice as hard the next day. You know this, Paul.
I mean, there's been potatoes and fucking corned beef cooking for 8 hours in my kitchen. The whole house smells like it. And I gotta take it. And you know what? My kids do have some Irish. So, but here I'm doing something, Bill. And then it's an experiment. And guess who I'm calling at 1 o'clock in the morning, whether it works or doesn't? You. Here's what's happening.
What is this?
Here's what I'm doing, dude. I hope she doesn't listen to this. I'm
She's
doing
not
everything.
listening.
I'm doing everything she wants for like a week. I mean, when I tell you everything, everything. I'm gonna You want me to go to the store? Yeah. What do you want? Go get I'll get the kids. I'll get whatever what else you want?
Please
You want
tell me you're not hoping that you're going to get a compliment at the end of this.
I'm just gonna see because I'm gonna log it. I'm gonna log it, and I'm gonna see after not like no why?
Because you're gonna show her the logbook and you're gonna come off like a psycho.
no,
She's
I'm not
gonna
gonna-
learn. She's gonna use that logbook against you. Jesus, Paul.
No, I'm not gonna really write something. That'd be funny if I was like, all right, dude, it's March 29th. No, I'm just saying, I'm
March
gonna be.
29th. She said she wanted some cookies and cream ice cream. Just for the record, it's 9:30. I'm not saying I was going to bed, but you know, I did have my pajama bottoms on.
It was March 19th. I was fucking exhausted, and she wanted ice cream. I decided to go to Carvel, get it. I wanted no part of it. I did it. Right? No, but here's the thing. If I go 7 days with everything she wants, dishes done, pick up the kids, okay? What do you want? You know what? I'll go get a vacuum. I'll vacuum the fuck whatever. And then all of a sudden, the first fight, day 8 or 9, guess who? Paulie's got ammo. Paulie's got ammo. I got ammo. Look, like you said, across the chest, fucking grenade. What do you mean I don't?
Don't.
What?
You don't,
Yes,
Paul.
Bill, come on, man.
No, because she's gonna be the so you were just doing that. So when we had a fight, you could fucking bring it up. That's even worse than if you didn't do it. And you're gonna be flipped around on your back for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The bell's gonna be ringing. You're like, what happened? You're gonna walk into that ring with your Greek and Italian flag, thinking you're coming away with a victory, dude. She's gonna put you in the small package.
I'm gonna look like
crap. She's
I'm gonna look like Kellen Winslow.
This shit is. Can I bet this, Paul? I will bet this in a second. You are gonna fucking lose this.
How funny would it be? And then all of a sudden, I look like Kellen Winslow getting helped off the field.
Oh.
I thought I just.
No, you're gonna be like those receiver when they get knocked out over the middle of that one hand's going like this. It is going to be beyond a wrap.
Well, you know what? You're gonna get the call, but Paulie's gonna be an angel.
Call me.
Oh yeah. No, because you know me though. If she does get mad at me, I'm gonna throw it at her.
What you just say is, like, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, you you ask me to do stuff and I do it. You soft play. You know what? Since fucking March 17th at 8 a.m. I've been. Then
I love how you just turned.
You're not allowed to plot.
I love how you just turned me into Keanu Reeves. What do you mean? What?
You're just gonna be like sitting on your phone going, I came back with the ice cream. She didn't say thank you. She just said put it in a bowl. It's not gonna end well, Paul. You can't. What you're trying to do. You are trying. It's like you're a boxer and she's a brawler, and you want to go to the center ring and brawl with her. You can't do it. You can't do it. Like,
Hey, but I've been losing against the ropes. Okay. You gotta try something. Yeah, that'd be funny if there was like a relationship, like analyst, like Rogan and Daniel Cormier are going, wow, Paul usually is not a grappler, but he went into the kitchen and told her he'd go to the store. This should be interesting.
you know what you have to do, Paul? I'm telling you, if you want them to hear you, the only way you can do that
You got
with
so
them
serious just now.
is to
Did you
not
see that?
argue with them, give into what they want, but give off the vibe that you're broken because they're nagging you. Then they back off. That's the only way that they can see what it is that they're doing. You have to put on a performance. You got to be like, fine, I'll work on that too. All right?
No, I can't
And
see
then
that.
you just sit there like that. Oh, I'm telling you, it worked. And then they go,
You look
look,
like a
I'm
broken,
not,
beaten man. You look like a
but
broken.
I'm not, Paul. But I'm not.
Oh, you're going rope-a-dope?
The only way that they hear, if you fucking try to square up with them, they're gonna get their back up and it's just not gonna go anywhere. And then they're gonna cry. You're still gonna end up fucking apologizing. But if they sit there, come on, you're gonna be like, all right, I guess I need to work on that. Fine, I'll work on that. I'll blah blah blah. And then they go, oh fuck, oh. He thinks that there's only one word in the English language that scares a woman in a relationship, and it's not cunt, like they want you to believe. They make it seem like it's cunt. That's their misdirection. It's nag. that word scares them. If they think that they're a nag, because that's one of those things where you will walk away.
Dude, that's
You feel
some
like
heavy
you're
shit.
getting nagged, you will walk away. That fucking thing is, dude, they want you still fighting on the line. But when they feel you fucking quit, like you don't have anything left, and you're just staring at it like, all right, I'll just, and they finally see how unhappy they're making you.
I love how
Going
You have a
rope-a-dope.
22% chance.
I love how you just leaned in and you go, here's what you do. You know what it was like? It was like the phone call I give you is gonna be the equivalent of between rounds when I'm in the corner and the guy's squirting water in my mouth. You're like, you're going all wrong. You're going all wrong.
Give me the other ball, the one that I mixed.
The other day, I told you what I said. The other day, I did something real stupid. You ever argue with your wife and know you immediately lost? I was half joking, but when I said it, she just leaned back. I was cleaning the cat's area. We have 2 cats, and they have an area, and I was cleaning it up, and she just had bags of her shit in there. And I just go, hey, not for nothing, but if I'm cleaning this out, can we not have these bags, And she's like, well, they need to be there, and I just felt like it was a selfish thing. So I kind of we started to get into it, and I just like a fucking dope, I just go, that's when fucking Eve bit the apple. It was Eve that bit the apple, right? And she just goes, she stopped at her desk, and I swear to God, she stopped and she leaned back and she goes, what? She goes, did you just say that to me? And dude, I knew that I just, as it came out of my mouth, and then I'm just, dude, it was so bad. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, Adam just wanted to fucking chill out. You didn't have to do, she didn't have to do that. And dude, it was just, she just shook her head and goes, I can't fucking believe you just said that. And I tried playing it off. Immediate loss. Took the L.
Well, because when you make a statement that hard, you got to keep your foot on the pedal. You can't ease up.
Yeah.
Did you just say that? Yeah, I did. Now get over here and get your fucking bags out of the cat room. That's your. I'm not saying that's gonna work, but that's your only play.
That's your only card.
Oh no, well, what
No,
I'm
it's not.
saying, then it's over. It's over. Yeah. And they know they got you, and then they gotta act like they're really hurt. Like, does she really care about that dumb biblical shit? She doesn't. She just wanted to win.
I do not agree or disagree
And
with
then
everything
I
you're saying.
tried backing out.
What is it,
Like, Adam,
1800s? Nobody gives a fuck. About Adam and Eve.
Yeah. I'm going, this kid just wanted a picnic. This kid just wanted to fucking sit and have a picnic. The apple wasn't necessary.
Didn't Neil deGrasse Tyson say we all came from the water?
I'm getting tired of that fucking guy being on every podcast.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I don't think he's that smart. I think if he was smart, he'd be somewhere figuring shit out. Rather than
Seems
going
like a
on
nice
everybody's
enough guy.
podcast telling everybody how smart he is.
Listen, he seems like a nice enough guy, but I seen him on all the podcasts saying stuff that my uncle says when he's fucking drinking. So it's like, I don't
buy it. I think he is the Dr. Phil of scientists. I think if you're an actual scientist, you're in a lab figuring something out. It's like Donald Trump walking around, I'm a fucking entrepreneur.
Okay.
Why don't you go run your businesses?
Okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson has advanced. I think he has 2 PhDs in like astrophysics, like relativity. I think was his focus of like study.
No, and I'm tired of
all in the Dr. Phil drawer.
Yeah, but I'm tired of all these
And
scientists
David
and all of
Suzuki
these
was a
people that are
molecular
supposed to be smart
geneticist.
being asked questions on major fucking
And molecular,
platforms about what happens
microbiologist.
when we die, and people are like,
But his genetics,
wow, this fucking guy
biogenetics,
doesn't
was
know.
like
This guy's
bioengineering
fucking
of genetics was his
no,
like thing
he
in like the
doesn't fucking
70s.
know. And I gotta listen to him.
I think
and
he was the weak one. He was the weak one. He's like, I gotta come up with some other hustle because these guys are looking in the microscope seeing shit that I'm not even seeing. I'm gonna go out into the mainstream where all the dopes are, and I'm gonna blow them away by saying how fucking radiation works. And we're like, well, I mean, because you walk into a bar, nobody knows how that shit works, right? Nobody really knows why the world turns and magnetic poles and all that shit. But he knows. He knows just enough.
Nobody's an expert. Nobody's an expert unless
That's
you've
not
done
true.
it. No, listen, hold on. Nobody's an expert unless they've done the job. Like Tony Romo, when Tony Romo talks football, that's gonna happen, okay? If somebody asks you or somebody that's been doing stand-up, somebody's been doing stand-up 20 years, hey man, what's it like on the road when you stay in a comedy condo? What's it like when you're away from your family? I'm an expert with that. I can answer that. But I don't want some fucking buddy that doesn't know what happens when you die go, well, I'll tell you what happens. Remember when you were born and you didn't remember before you were born, right? So that's what happens. You don't fucking know. You don't know. You're not an expert on that. So nobody's an expert on shit that's unexplained. Okay? Nobody's an expert on UFOs.
What do you think happens when you die?
I think that there is.
So why would you give an answer?
No, hold on. But I could think something.
Neil deGrasse Verzi?
Yeah, but nobody's fucking booking me on fucking Ellen to talk about.
Oh, stop saying fuck so much. You can get some more gigs. Nobody wants to hear a scientist dropping F-bombs. Ellen, this is what the fuck I think when you die. You fucking close your eyes.
Did you?
Oh, why are you swearing at me?
An over-Italian guy? Did you see the over-Italian dog whisperer? It's the funniest thing. You gotta watch it, dude. There's a guy who was like either in jail. He's as Italian as it almost is a character. Like, hey, come on, and he's like a dog whisperer now. So he's talking to the dog, and he's like, oh, dude, what are you doing, dude? It is. Don't do that. What are you biting over there? Don't bite over there, dude. It is. No, I talked to.
Did the first whisperer actually whisper?
Did the what?
The first whisperer. Was it the horse whisperer that started all the whisperers? Kind of like Watergate was the first gate, and then became Deflategate, Fuckgate, everything became gate. Now everything is whisper. But I see these guys with dogs, and they're not exactly whispering. So did the horse whisperer...
What's he talking about? Watergate was the name of the hotel.
I don't know, man.
Watergate was the name of the hotel that they spied on.
Yeah.
Floodgate is completely different, Bill.
Stop biting. Yes.
Although I know Bill comes on here for an hour and a half and I criticize one thing he says.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I like horses, dude. I was hanging out with somebody who owns a horse, right? And it was saying like how they can feel your energy, right? And they won't walk with you if they feel you feeling fucked up. They won't walk with you. And there's something so fucking funny. I get around a horse, I can make it walk with me, because for some reason I just don't give a fuck. Because I don't give a fuck if it does or not. Because I don't even think we should ride him. I'm just thinking like, why the fuck should this horse go where I want it to go? That's what I'm thinking. But if this horse was hanging out with me for the rest of the day, it wouldn't go anywhere that I went. Explain that.
Yeah.
If this fucking horse was with me when I was answering text messages, it would literally do a barrel roll out of my fucking car.
Yeah, I don't like talking to people that love horses because they ruined horse racing for me. I started talking about how I loved it, and somebody out of nowhere just goes, I said to somebody, I go, hey, can I ask you a question? I go, does a horse know when it wins? Like, if it wins the Kentucky Derby, like, is there certain things? And they were just like, oh, yeah, well, they're all on, and just the way they did, they're all on drugs and they're broken and like they don't have any dignity. And I was just going like, all right, man, I was just asking. I like to watch the
Does the horse know it wins?
Well, yeah, like, but no, when they go,
When they put the wreath around them, they somehow know. Maybe it's what they get to fuck afterwards. It's like, oh, I didn't do so good in that race, did I? They put them out the stud, and they're out there with like a donkey.
When they win, there's a bucket of carrots. When they lose, it's just like slop. I don't know, man. I think that horse racing is a beautiful thing to watch, and I feel bad when they get whipped and stuff. But dude, watching that one horse Zenyatta, it's one of the most amazing horses ever. It was a filly. It was a female, and she was undefeated until her last race. Gorgeous horse, all black. You can look it up, man. Zenyatta, and she crushed everybody, males, fillies, and she's in her last race before retirement, and she's fucking. And the guy hits her to go, and he did it early, and she was clearing everybody, beating everybody, and she ran out of gas with like 30 yards left, and she was clearly the best horse on the track. And the what's the guy? I almost said DJ.
I gotta ride. I think break and ride.
The jockey was crying.
The DJ is disc jockeys. That's all right. I can see that.
The jockey was crying, and he goes, I ruined this horse's career because of her perfect career because I broke her too early. I'm sick. And he really did, and it was really hard to watch, man. And I I was just like, the horse
Did he
was.
binge eat so he wouldn't have the job anymore? Did he binge eat?
Yeah.
You know, like all these people talking about like fucking eating disorders and shit like that. I mean, who's kidding who? They just sort of care about women that have eating disorders. What about all the jockeys?
Well, they also chose that because they're like 5'2". Dude, if I stood next to a, dude, I'd be Patrick.
You know
Ewing.
how fucking scary it's got to be 5'2" to be on a fucking horse running 40 miles an hour? It's got to be terrifying. You're like a kid's backpack on the back of this fucking thing, hanging on for dear life. Right? They give you a little fucking yardstick to try to make the thing go faster. I mean, that's got to be.
Yeah.
You know what the most fucked up one was? Was it Bill Shoemaker? I think that was his name. The greatest jockey of all, winningest jockey of all time.
Shoemaker, wasn't that
Right.
a driver? Wasn't Shoemaker a driver?
Yeah, Michael Shoemaker, I think, was a driver, but there was wasn't there a Shoemaker? I don't know. We had someone to look it up. We fucking look. Whatever. The fucking guy rides
Shoemaker.
horses his whole career,
Michael
wins all these
Schumacher.
races, and then he retires and gets into a car accident, and then he breaks his neck.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
nuts is that?
That's
It's tragic. It's very tragic what happened to
Nice.
Schumacher.
Mel
It's very
Schumacher.
tragic. It's very sad.
Mel
Very
Schumacher,
sad.
one of
Mel.
the greatest jockeys of all time.
What I think, Bill.
He broke his neck. He broke his neck not riding a horse. That's like, you know,
He was
that's
like in an SUV or something like that. Maybe it was the airbag. If he's, you can't have a kid in the front seat, that comes out and smashes him in the face.
But I would imagine riding a horse like that at that size is kind of like, look at people that ride motorcycles, like that motocross shit. Like that's. I mean, talk about being on something that's so powerful.
Yeah, but the bike doesn't decide it's going to throw you off. I mean, you can fuck up or hit a patch and that can throw you off. But the bike can't get like spooked. Or like, decide like I don't want you on my back anymore.
Yeah, that's weird when a horse just stops.
Or it freaks out, and just stops and just
And
sends
they
you
dig
flying.
in and they stop and the guy just goes flying on the rail. They showed one guy just get bounce off the railing. He just, but
I don't know. I was always a fan of the Three Stooges, so I kind of enjoy those highlights. No, you'd never catch me at all. I've ridden a couple of horses. You'd never. I don't like doing it. I get up to a horse. I really like it, and then the ones that I ride, dude, they don't look like the ones in the Kentucky Derby. They just got the shit kicked out of them. You come up and they're just looking at you.
yeah,
I know, buddy. I'm sorry.
look like a fucking homeless
If
guy.
I wanted to do
Horses
it, I'm
are so
sorry,
fucked,
buddy.
man.
Then I just sort of scratch their neck a little bit. And they're like, oh, there's somebody with a little
Horses
bit
are
of
so
empathy.
fucked.
And I don't even
Horse
try
got
to
spooked
determine
on
how
jumping,
fast
he
they
landed
go.
on his
If
head.
you want to just chill, if you want to stop,
Yeah.
dude, I get it. I'll fucking get off you.
Really sad, man.
Stop.
There's no. I've never ridden a horse.
It was just
I think
so
I rode a horse
slow
at
and,
like
monotone,
a
and it
fair,
was
and I
just,
was like,
going through, and after like,
I was like, what's going on here?
Poor thing, it's hot out.
Like, there's no freaking way.
It was
No,
just.
their mane is all
Knowing
fucking
me,
over.
I'm so stubborn. Like,
Well, let me ask
I
you
would
this.
definitely get in a fight with a
You
horse
know,
within like the
Isn't
first like
running for
minute
2
of
minutes
riding
in a
it.
sprint and then being treated like a god in the stable? Where you
I don't think
just,
I honestly
better
I
than
honestly don't think I'm
Everyone
gonna.
is treated like a
I'm not
god,
gonna
but
wood.
they definitely
I
treat
think
you
I'm not
nice,
gonna
but
ride a
then there's
horse like
also,
in my life.
Look, that's like at that level.
Like,
But then
I
everybody
saw
else
a lot
gets
of horses
treated
in
like
Brazil, and I was
road
around a
dog.
lot of
They
horses
got
in
you
Brazil, and they're
County
like
Condos
wild freaking
stable.
animals, man.
They
Yeah.
shoot you up with
They're
shit.
like big ass,
Right? Stan
wild,
Hope was there the
strong
week
ass
before, and
animals.
God knows what he did to the stable.
I don't think you're.
Well, this episode is brought to you by Helix Mattress, guys.
I guess it was
Helix,
it was
has a
cool
sleep
back
quiz
when like in like
that
the
takes
19
2
like
minutes, to
10s,
complete and
1920s
matches
when you
your
like you
body,
didn't have cars and stuff.
Type and sleep preference to.
I turned up the volume of this. I might turn down a little bit. I
mattress
usually
for
have
you.
it lower,
Why would you buy a mattress
the-
that's made for somebody
but I think it's
else?
okay. I think you can hear me. I guess.
With Helix, you're getting a
Yo,
mattress
thanks for being
that
here,
you
man.
know is perfect for you, the way you sleep. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they have several mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm. Me and my wife actually got the medium, and with all my
The only horse I'm
back
gonna ride is a
problems,
Mustang.
seriously,
Yo.
I love this mattress. It's a
Oh, the
favorite.
Taurus, my man. Oh, I guess the
Let me
Taurus
just
is a
saying
bull.
that. It's actually been amazing. Except my kids come into my bed and I don't even get it every day of the week, but it's my favorite mattress.
Or you mean a real Mustang?
They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses, great for cooling. That's right. If you're a hot sleeper, they have a cooling system in there, and even Helix Plus mattress for you.
Speaking of which, man, how's the ride going, dude?
Oh, the big
I love
boys.
the hot
How's the
sleepers.
car, man?
Like, what kind of stress do they have in their fucking life?
It's good.
No, dude, I know people that are hot under the sheets and shit, and these mattresses help it.
Are the feds on the other side of the door? Sorry.
It's been awesome. Getting unboxing videos. So many. Wait.
That's the right line. It's been awesome getting unboxing videos from so many of you who have also found the Helix mattress of your dreams. Continue, Paul.
Yes. So if you're looking for a mattress, take the quiz. You order the mattress that you're matched to, and the
Stamps.com allows you. Well, I mean, I've never managed a hotel. I imagine, depends on how. I would go, no, I can't. You gotta fucking do that.
Oh, are you?
The rug, the rug under the bed, it's just like, you just don't even want to fucking. I used to do a bit saying the cure for AIDS is under the bed in that rug. Because you need a little bit of the virus.
I used to bring my own sheets and pillowcases because I didn't know who was sleeping on that shit, what comic was in there, what was going on. Yeah, but no, now it's over. Now it's a deal breaker. I mean, it would never be done now, but early on when I started featuring, I go, listen, man, just anything but,
Well, if you read up on hotels, they never switch out that comforter.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh, yeah, dude, that's just, it's just, yeah, it's a shit
No,
show.
Hilton's and the good ones do.
Yeah, tell you something, Paul. Tell you something.
No, the 5 stars, definite. No.
No? They changed the sheets.
But if I go down and talk to them and I'm like, look, I just got here, I can't have that, I need another one, a comforter, they'll do it?
Well, I mean, I've never managed a hotel. I imagine, depends on how. I would go, no, I can't, you gotta fucking, you do that, I'd be like, I'm sorry, are you staying here, sir? You don't strike me as being the Hilton clientele.
Oh, dude, my father, you only met my father once. My father is, for the people listening,
I thought I met him more than one time, didn't I?
you met my father on my 33rd birthday after we performed.
Carnegie Hall, yeah, I remember that.
That's the only time you saw my dad or met him. And, it's weird. We just got a weird relationship that I'm obviously not going to get into now, but I don't see my dad often. And when I do see my dad, my dad is so... my dad would be absolutely disgusted and horrified that I was wearing an Adidas t-shirt on a podcast. My dad went into a pizzeria in Yonkers. This is true, not even trying to be funny. With $1,100 alligator shoes on that had a solid gold buckle on top of them. And then he wears leather jacket in the winter. Every season he's got so he loves when it gets cold because he wears this leather that's got fur around the collar, and he wears he'll wear really big gaudy sunglasses.
Wait, so the tie in the middle, and those jackets were the shit back then.
Oh, dude, it was fur around the collar, a zip-up leather, but soft leather. He'd have shoes on with gold buckles, and he would wear gaudy sunglasses at night.
Wearing 9 different animals. All of them are endangered. I love this guy.
Dude, he's going to get a regular slice of pizza, and he comes out. He's got glasses on, and this one woman was looking at my dad, and she's just staring at him. And he's walking to the car, and me and my brother were there, and I never saw my dad in a real social setting with other people other than us when we visited him. And he just goes, he stops and he takes his glasses off and he looks at the woman and he goes, I owe you money? And she goes, excuse me? And he goes, no, I'm just saying, do I owe you money? Because the last person that stared at me like that, I owed him money. Dude, it was I've never seen another person just get frozen, had nothing to say, and look.
I wouldn't have had anything to say.
And then he just put his glasses back on and went in the car, and it was the most gangster shit I've ever seen. Because the way he did it, he just goes, I owe you money? And she just froze. And me and my brother looked at each other, and he goes, no, I'm just saying I owe you money. Because nobody's ever looked at me like that unless I owed them money. And then we got in the car and left. And it was, Bill, I swear to God, it was one of the greatest memories I have of my father. How crazy is that?
I mean, dude, that's one for the ages right there. That's a great one.
I mean, it's something, it's a weird thing.
You know what really made it powerful? That he stopped.
Yeah.
Then took off the glasses and looked, if you keep walking, someone has the opportunity to be like, yeah, fuck you with your raccoon coat or whatever,
I mean, she was probably looking at somebody shouldn't dress like that to go to a pizzeria, but at the
He's probably trying to recognize him from the news. I bet he looked like a Don.
Yeah.
That's a hell of an outfit, dude. She's probably looking at him. Are you famous? Is that Tony Curtis? Who is this? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would love to hear her version of the story. So I'm sitting there and this man comes in dressed like a gangster. Okay?
That's literally how
he probably just got out of jail. Fur, leather, alligator, a gold buckle.
Yeah, rings, pinky rings, watches.
He looked like Al Capone.
My dad would be in the car.
Prejudice against Italians. Well, what's the world coming to?
In this day and age. My father, one time we're at a red light and he saw a guy and my dad just looked at me and Christian. He goes, you see that? That's a shame. You see that? He goes, a grown man in a Honda. This fuck is a shame. And just drove away. Like dude, I grew up with, so I think that's kind of why the chain, like this to my father is a chicken wire. My father be embarrassed I was wearing this. He actually said, he goes, you can't wear chicken wire. What are you wearing chicken fence for?
That's chicken wire? That's like an ankle bracelet to him?
I told you, my dad watches rap videos for the jewelry. He told me, he actually said, he goes, I don't go for that rap shit, but these rappers know their jewelry. Dead serious. He used to watch Outkast videos and be like, they get it. He goes, the rappers get it. You got to have gaudy pieces.
You know how funny that is that he was sitting there watching with the sound down? I'm like, it'd be funny if like a hip hop fan's walking by and seeing this old Italian guy, like he doesn't know the sounds down. Sticks his head in, yo, you like Onyx? No, I just like the watches. The fuck out of my window. Oh.
You ever go to a rap concert growing up in college or anything?
No, not even remotely. I'm trying to think if I've ever even seen. It just was like I went to hair metal shit, hair metal, and then I started stand up in '92. And that was it. It was really like where I grew up. It was you were taking your life in your hands because you were going to be the only like white guy there, or at least they made it seem like that. But I was so. What's funny now is I go back and listen to all these groups I should have listened to. I follow Quest, and he's always bringing up all these old school, all kinds of like if you want like to really up your knowledge in music, you gotta watch that guy. You gotta follow him on Instagram.
Oh, dude, I know.
It's like a TED talk on music, and then he also is really good about shout outs about when people pass away, and like I don't give a shit how obscure. Somebody played the fucking bongos on some classic beat that people then rapped over. He'll give you the whole background on that, and he had something too that was coming out that I wanted to sign up for. I just don't have enough hours in the day. That was just like, someday if my life slows down a little bit, that is something that I would love to just sit on the porch and just listen to this guy's knowledge. Dude, that guy's knowledge of music and who came before and how we got here is second to none.
I listened to the Roots in high school. I saw a bunch of stuff. No, he knows. He's great. That guy. He there's a whole other story, but we got to wrap this up in a second. But I saw Busta Rhymes and Jay-Z at the University of Albany.
What year?
I saw probably 98.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
98, 99.
You caught them right. And it was right after Biggie died, right? It was like a year later.
Yeah, Jay-Z came out. He had a Indianapolis Colts football jersey on. I'm trying to think who it was because it was 99. So it might have been a Dickerson or something. He came out with something, and Busta Rhymes. I also saw Method Man and Redman. One of the most impressive things I ever saw was we went to see Wyclef at Vassar College, and this fucking dude. I mean, it was funny though, because there were just like all these like white kids going nuts. He would just say something bad about George Bush, and all these white kids were like, "This is nuts." It was like there was just all these liberal kids. It was like these liberal kids, like Martin Luther King speech. It was
I
hilarious.
always felt like there was 9 more people on stage than needed to be at a rap concert, just swinging towels around. They looked like they were in a Steelers game. They looked like they were in a Steelers game. Oh, Steve Harvey does that?
Oh, Steve Harvey did that on Kings of Comedy. He goes, yeah.
Wait, did I see that? Because I saw
40 guys running around, but Wyclef took the
Did he
guitar.
do the towel thing too, or no?
No, I don't know if he did the towel thing.
Oh, okay.
Wyclef took a guitar and played the national anthem with his mouth to it was one of the sickest
Who did that first?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. That's a Jimi Hendrix move.
Okay, so he did it, and it sounded nuts. And then you brought this up. I went to an Onyx concert once, and I swear to God, they had that song, "Throw Your Guns in the Air," and bump, bump, like you just don't care, right? And I'm standing there, and they come out hard, and these dudes just had all black hoodies on up, and I'm just standing there. And he goes, yeah. I'll never forget this. He goes, yeah, everybody throw your guns up. And the beat of the song comes up. And everyone's like, go like this with their guns up. And he said something along the lines of like, yeah, and if there's any of these white motherfuckers out there, you know where to point them. I swear to God. And I'm just standing there like this, Bill, with my hood on. I was like, I just backed out. I just fucking slowly backed out. And I was like, I'm going to skip this song.
Go to shaped your beard up more. You could have passed for Puerto Rican maybe with your hood up. Just pull one sweatpant leg up. Remember the late 90s with the one sweatpant leg up?
Oh, that's great. That's
the
great.
closest I ever came to any of that world was when Caroline's was trying to sign Patrice. I've told this story before.
Wait, who was?
Caroline's was trying to sign Patrice. Louis Ferranda.
Representative.
Manage, yeah.
Got it.
Patrice was still living in Boston, as was I. So to show him like how much they understood black people, Puff Daddy was having a birthday party at Caroline's. This is where he was. Because Biggie was just, I bet if we hung around, Biggie would have showed up.
Biggie was at club. Biggie used to go to Def Comedy Jam. Biggie was cool with comedy.
He wasn't I mean, there's no way he wouldn't have showed up for his birthday, but he wasn't there yet. I just didn't know enough to hang. So I was there, and there was Heavy D was there, Method Man was there, Puff Daddy was there. All of these people were there. They tried to do a comedy show. Poor Ed Lover hosting the show, and he kept making fun of people going like, come on, you're going to get a deal. You're going to get a deal. Try and listen. So anyway, that part's cut out. Yeah, so this person he made fun of
was not happy.
Had a champagne flute and threw it and went right by Ed Lover's head, smashed against the wall. And
wow.
Nothing was done. Ed played it off and kept going, and I just remember thinking that was the first time I realized that money didn't change you. As far as like, I just thought if you had $1 million, you were just happy all the time, just walking around like, hey, you guys want to get some ice cream? You know, I got $1 million.
Wait, did you perform on that?
Huh?
Did you perform on that?
No, fuck no. Fuck
okay.
No. I would have a few years later, but I did not perform on it. I was just standing there, just like it was overwhelming for me, but I think with Patrice too, it was kind of like, you know, he was coming from his mother's house, their condo up in Boston, and he went down there and got sucked into like what we were listening to on the radio, which was, you know, we didn't have a lot of exposure to fame or anything like that. I remember the closest thing we had was like when famous comics would come to headline at the Comedy Connection Faneuil Hall, or like, what's his face there? Ed McMahon came for Star Search looking for talent. What it really was, it was close to the end of that show's run. So they were trying to drum up publicity to get people to keep watching. So he was sort of sitting in the corner having drinks, hanging out with some, his wife or whatever. It was fucking cool. And I think I got a call back for that. Was it that one? Something like that. One of the ones, or the MTV showcase, one of those things.
That's
I got
pretty
a call
fun.
back for.
It's funny how
Check
we
out this.
care
This
about
is a
people
trainer.
that
I gotta
don't
say
do
it's a
what
trainer.
we do approving of us. Right? You ever think about that? Somebody that might even not even know comedy that much. You go, hey man, I like your stuff, or hey, I don't like, and we take it seriously. And I'm like, I don't
Well,
think
because it's they're successful in what they did.
Yes.
I remember one time doing stand-up at the Comedy Cellar, and William Shatner was there, and he wasn't laughing. And I was like, oh man, he didn't think I was funny. He made it. He's famous. I must stink. And then years later, I realized, like, wait a minute, he's William Shatner.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there waiting for somebody to do their awful William Shatner impression, because other than, like, Jack Nicholson, every comedian would do, like, the...
I had Michael...
Yo, $1 million. Want to get some ice cream?
Michael Strahan sitting next to me while
Oh, I
I'm
missed the
on
joke,
stage
man.
at the stand,
I had
and
the...
Strahan
My
is
bike
right
is so
there.
loud.
Right there.
Oh,
And
I'm
doing
gonna
this
fix the
joke,
camera.
and
My
I
bike is
hear
so
him
loud, I
laughing,
turned
and
down
know
the
he's
volume.
laughing, right? And he was there to watch one of his friends go on stage. So now we're all done, and I just did a good job in front of the fucking giant, man, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm outside, and his friend comes out and goes, hey, man, when Mike comes out, dude, just everybody, like, he was here to watch me perform, just like...
Yeah,
no
man, so I
pictures,
missed that
nothing
whole
like
bit
And I'm
of,
like, fuck, man, I just did
her
good, but I'm
and,
not going to ask. And, like... You know the way they say comedians want to be rock stars, fuck that. I never want to be a rock star, I don't want to be a musician, I want to be an athlete. So like for me, you know that about me, like I didn't give a fuck about music. I cared about athletes. So I
So
wanted
they
to
got
meet
like
him and I
from
would ask him for
Thrift?
a picture 'cause of the
No,
giant. So he's like, man, no pictures.
I think
everybody
my
mind.
dad
And I'm
bought
like,
it
fuck. So all of a sudden, Strahan
for my
comes out.
mom.
This is like the day he got into it with that girl in the fucking
Maybe
in the building.
20 years ago
And
or
he comes
something.
out and he smiles, hey, what's going on? And, he
And I
just looks
found it
over
in
at
like
me and he
the
goes-
closet
he
in the
goes,
back.
"Hey, man,
And I'm like,
shit."
oh, hey,
And then I was
what's,
like, "I'm asking." He came up, "You're
can I
funny,
use
man."
this?
And he put his arm around me.
They're like,
"Hey,
yeah,
give me
sure.
a huge giant face. He goes, yeah, of course.
So it was like a
And
hand-me-down
I
one.
told
You
my-
need
I told
one,
the
yeah.
story- I told the story on
Dude,
Good Morning Football.
your
I put
words
my
inspired
arm
me to
around
use
him,
it too,
And
man.
I was so excited that I was taking a picture
I
with Michael
wanna,
Strahan. I leaned
you know,
over right before
get the
picture
deep,
and I go,
the dick,
"Dude,
the
07
deek,
changed my life."
the dick physique.
And I just, as I put,
Alright, yo, let me show you this trainer though.
What
It's
did I just
exactly
say?
CS
Cool thing
Go
to say.
knife trainer.
07 changed my
Pretty good,
life.
pretty
I
sick.
mean, I'm a grown
Serrated
man,
too.
dude.
It's
Dude, they won
false
the
serrated.
Super
It's
Bowl,
false
they beat
serrated.
the undefeated Patriots.
It's a trainer, right?
That's a great thing.
Changed my life is a little. He must have been like, oh, changed my life. You know, so what's this guy?
Whoa.
Oh, but he. Wait,
Yeah,
do you
buddy.
think
Whoa.
sports fans, how
What was
dumb
right?
we are? You think that's the
got the right
dumbest
thing.
shit he ever heard? I got a
Thanks,
new
man.
dish. It's called the Strahan. Just hear me out.
I got it on
You
Amazon
can't listen.
for like 25 bucks
Trying to
2
get
years
his
ago.
fucking car.
Andrew,
All right, buddy. Thanks for watching. What? I watch you every week. You can't listen to my sandwich.
It makes the bike rides more fun.
I'm gonna tell Andrew, I know we gotta go, but I gotta tell Bill this because this has been on my mind and I've never talked about it. I'm gonna say it now. When we did the garden, something bothered me, and it bothers me
here
to
you
this
go.
day.
I'll,
and
now
I'm
for
okay
more
with
weights.
it, but I'll
Thanks.
talk about it. I don't care. So we did the garden the second time in the round, and Joe B hosted, and I went up there, and you know, I got a lot of great things happen because of it. I felt like I had one of the sets of my life. And we're in the other room,
Yo, thanks for
and
being
I'm
here, Dave.
floating like it's surreal. Like this didn't just fucking happen. Joe B looked at me, and Joe B goes like this. Joe B goes, "It's never gonna get better than this." He goes, "It's never gonna get better than this right here." And it was just we're elated. And I remember, that's what I'm saying. It's never gonna get better than this. And Joe G was there, and Joe G came in. And Joe G goes, oh, dude, Chris Rock and Questlove just said, like, you guys killed, like, you killed. So I was like, cool. So
Yo,
then
Dick,
I'm
you could always
walking,
prop
and
a bike frame
Chris
up
Rock
on like
sees me,
cement
and
blocks, as long as it has
just
gears, I think.
There was a time where it's
The
just me and
resistance
him.
thing, right? That's another
It's just
thing,
me
but
and him, and
I don't know how
he
you do
saw
a
me, and he
resistance,
looked, and
but
he knew it was me because I heard what he just said about my set. And he was gonna say something and didn't.
yeah,
and
I
was
guess you
gonna
would
say
need
something and
a
didn't,
real
and it's
exercise bike.
walking,
I
I'm
do
like,
put the resistance on
yeah.
it.
Should he have said? And then Questlove, he kind of looked and didn't say anything, and it always bugged me. But then I realized, they don't owe that to me. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just one of those things where, when you do, it is funny how especially with a musician, I don't need that, but it's like you kind of are like, fuck, I would have loved that.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I ever tell you what it's like to lose a Grammy? Dude, it's like a sketch.
Really?
So, I was the only person, because of COVID or whatever, I was the only person there. So, they go to me, they're introducing your category. So I'm sitting there, like, right off camera, and the guy has a Grammy, and he starts moving it towards me, and I go, holy shit, I'm looking at him like I won. He goes, no, this is just in case you win. And he's holding it there, dude, like you're gonna take a hand off. And then they go, and the Grammy goes to somebody else. And then he goes, becomes a play action fake. He pulls it in. Then he throws it somewhere. Dude, when I tell you, 2.5 minutes later, you are standing in a parking lot wondering what the fuck just happened. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. It hurt my feelings for like 4 hours. I was trying to act like it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, it's just like, dude, an award show is the funniest fucking thing ever. Because you go there and you're nominated, and people are like, you're nominated. And within one sentence, you go from being nominated to a loser.
Well, you would rather not be nominated?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't give a I mean, I thought I didn't give a shit. Evidently, I did. What is that? Oh, you got the video of it?
Yeah, I low-key got your entire thing.
Yeah. He got the whole thing in case he's fucking.
So
that's the guy with the mask holding it next to Bill. I don't know if
there it is.
So you, Bill, would you honestly, like, going back, honestly, would you not want to be nominated?
No, absolutely. But
Yeah.
I was not prepared. Because I was thinking, all you want to do is just be nominated. That's great. That's fucking, it's a win-win. I mean, if I get it, it's fucking great. But it was just, I think you'd rather be, like, not there. I think being not there, to have the Grammy, like, right here, not you.
Can you give me a heads up that it's not going to be me so I don't have to come?
Yeah, it was, no. Dude, I can't even tell you how much fucking fun I had presenting. I was sitting there going like, this might not be, I don't know, this might be weird. And I was fucking, camera crew, everybody was laughing, having a great time, dude. We just had like the best time. And then like the other presenters, one of the women before me was also nominated for a Grammy, so she fucking had the same thing and they took it away, so we were like laughing about it in the parking lot.
Why do they do that? Why do they hold it there in front?
Because you gotta like go.
Oh.
You got it. It's funny. They were acting like it was on TV. It was the fucking internet. They didn't have to do that, but it was. I'm not telling you, dude. It was a.
Dude, I'm Sicilian. You know what
it was a flare shot. Huh?
Oh, that's good stretch.
I get hurt. I'm Sicilian. I get hurt.
Well,
So
I'm gonna tell
I
you
go
this,
on
I had
Amazon
so
for
much fun going down there and presenting and doing all that. I would do it again to lose. That's how much fun it was.
Yeah.
But it's just,
Yeah, man.
You just had to be mentally
That's not too
prepared.
bad.
What did they do?
I
with
also
COVID?
know now to ask, am I on the part that's going to be on TV?
It's pretty good.
Because if it
It's
isn't, I'm
pretty
going to
good.
Men's Warehouse, okay?
But I really use it because
Hey, I dropped 3
if I don't want to go outside for a run or something, or a bike
I
ride,
dropped some March Madness numbers.
if you're more active.
Soup.
But yeah, it's
All right,
super
guys, well,
useful
you know
though.
what?
Like
We have a
I
great
can
segment
just
at
do a
the
workout
end
here and
of
get
the
some
show
cardio in, you
today.
know.
We are going to be teaming back up.
Inspired by
with
you, dude.
Monkey Knife Fight. We are going to be.
But by the way, congratulations to Tiffany Haddish. So I don't want to make this seem like it's a weird
Yo,
thing.
thanks for being
But
here,
by the way, I hung out with her, me and my wife one time at a party, dude. And I'm telling you, one of the craziest, funniest fucking people I've ever hung out with. Like, she was saying such crazy shit. My wife, like, ran away, like, embarrassed. It's a long story.
I need it for people.
She went up to this fucking dude, like, we were joking, and she went up and said something to this fucking guy, man, and it was just
Makes
like,
sense.
she's fucking hilarious. So I don't want to see. I was just talking personally with my little thing.
Yeah, I do it. I like it.
Everybody on the fucking internet tries to.
I'm not a
turn
big elliptical
nothing into
fan. I'm not a
something.
big
I'm
treadmill
getting sick of it.
fan.
Getting sick of it.
I'm not a big
Paul.
rowing machine
That's why I'm
fan.
gonna stay on the internet.
I don't know.
All right.
Rowing
end of
machine
this
didn't really vibe with me.
The last segment of the show will be teaming up with Sean Green, also Kramer. They were doing the monkey knife fight prop bets for the NCAA
I tried to go
men's
too
basketball
fast.
tournament.
I
was
tried to
talking
make
shit
an
about
arm workout
Gonzaga.
too,
I'm riding that
'cause I started,
undefeated
like,
train. Why
pulling
wouldn't I?
the-
It's in my DNA.
the oars,
Enjoy that
and I felt like I was just like
segment,
pulling
and,
on
check
like
out
a
Monkey
machine.
Knife Fight, man. Yes, guys, I'm gonna be at the Orlando Improv.
I think I should have
March
just
24th.
used my
I'm gonna be
legs
at the
more
West-
and just let my
Who am
arms
I?
kind of go
I'm
with
gonna
how
be
it
at the, I'm
went.
gonna be at the West Palm Beach Improv on the 25th. I mean, on Palm Jersey. Who am I?
I don't know. I didn't find it very effective.
And then I'm going to be in Oklahoma City, April 1 through 3 at the Bricktown Comedy Club. Check out all my dates on paulversey.com.
All right, now, Paulie, you know what time it is, huh? It's time for March Madness. We got Sean Green and Ryan Kramer from Monkey Knife Fight. Our favorite thing to say here, Monkey Knife Fight, the sports gambling podcast. You know, I don't want to brag or anything, guys, but I kind of crushed it on all of my Super Bowl bets. I got everything from the coin toss to the color of the Gatorade. Just saying.
Oh, as soon as the blue Gatorade got dumped, my Twitter feed got lit up. I'm just everyone. I told
Pretty good,
you.
pretty good.
I told you, blue Gatorade. You know, Burr had it right.
Who are these
You nailed it,
guys?
man. And you were
I might
all
go to
over-
another
you were all over
another
Buddy
podcast. I
Brady and
can't
the
if these guys
Bucks
suck.
and- Man,
March
that
Madness
was-
is over
Listen,
anyways.
Paul, you
This
hear
is
that?
an old one.
All over your buddy
All right, let's
Brady.
start
Couldn't
episode
believe
8.
that I just knew he was going to win. It's my butt.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back.
Yo, this is a pretty good show. There's only been 14 so far, 12.7k subs with Bill Burr every like week. It's pretty
Hey,
good.
is anything better than teaching your daughter how to ride a bike?
Beautiful. No, that's a good one. That is a good one. Thank you guys so much for listening. All of the amazing comments, ratings.
It's gonna blow
Please
up,
keep
like, in a good
rating
way.
and
It's gonna, like,
commenting on the podcast. It helps the show go up.
Dare I
And,
say, go
we're
viral.
just getting warmed up here on episode 8. We're just
In a
getting
good
warmed
way,
up
in a
here.
non-COVID
You've
way.
been, I saw the video that you sent with you doing some really cool shit as a dad, and I was like, oh, I remember those days.
Yeah.
I remember those days, dude.
Yeah, that was literally the within 5 minutes of her learning how to ride a bike. So I brought my wife out to show her.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, the only thing she
Feeling
got
pretty
was
good,
the
I'm feeling pretty
handbrakes.
good.
She just when
I
she
reached
goes
that
to grab,
state
she
of
just
euphoria.
grabs them. So if she's
You know,
going too
mid-workout,
fast,
I usually
I'm teaching her
reach
to,
a
like,
state of
ease in, but
euphoria. I
she's really
reached
good with balance.
Thanks to
and
your
everything.
presence.
And I was telling her today when I was giving her a ride to school how proud I was of her. You know, basically, I'm just doing everything I can to try to prevent her from ever doing an open mic at a comedy club. Loving her, I'm supporting her, I'm telling her that, you know, she is good enough.
She's smart enough, and God darn it, people like her.
Yeah, doggone
No.
it, people like her.
You know what we did, since we have the big backyard and the grass, somebody said let them go on that. So I used to hold the bicycle seat, and they'd start going in the driveway, and then I'd let them go, and they'd just go in the backyard. So if they fell, it was on grass. But it was funny because they got freaked out every time they started to like look like I'm doing it. The thing would just it would fall on the grass.
Yeah. It gets weird when they do one of those and the bike starts to like whip around. My thing is, you know, the height too, it kills your lower back. You know, kind of sort of running along with them. And you start to, you know, selfishly choose your lower back over them at some point. Like, all right, let's just let them go here. So I could stand up.
Yo, speaking of lower back pain, so Sophia and I went ice skating again, dude, and she's like my little
Where are you
girl.
going ice skating? I want to take my daughter, but every place out here is closed.
So my daughter's been to 8 lessons already. She wears hockey skates. She's 8 years old.
Good, you get her the real skates.
She's going. She's like, Dad, I want to play ice hockey. And I'm getting better being with her. She's like, no, this is how you stop. And she's showing me how to stop. And then they do this thing where you go backwards. And she's kind of showing me how to go backwards. So I think like soon I'm going to be, but I'm like, Daddy, let's go sit down. Daddy's back's on fire.
Yeah.
And I just sit down because my right foot, for some reason when I ice skate, the middle of my right foot just cramps, and it's getting less and less with each time. But I'm using muscles I never, because it's all balance and shit, and my
Do
core.
you stretch at all before? I already know the answer to this. Before
No, I don't stretch before I ice skate.
The look on your face as I asked, I go, do you stretch at all? You kind of went, yeah, no. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know why you, as much as you're into sports and you played sports, you were quarterback for your football team and all of that stuff, that you just somehow never got into like a stretching regimen. The fact that you do that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That you can do that at your age
Well,
and not just immediately blow out an Achilles.
when I go play pickup basketball, I stretch like crazy. When I work out or I do that, I stretch like crazy. I stretch before bed. But ice skating, I just kind of throw them on and glide. I didn't even know. To be honest, I didn't even know that I was supposed to do that.
Why? Because you got like the.
Yeah, I just thought like I'm gliding. I'm going. What am I? You know, I didn't fuck.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just go like this and then I go like 10 feet. So like.
Yeah, but you're right because it explains the burning of my lower back and the pains in my legs.
Yeah. I'll tell you the biggest stretch that I learned. This is for all the old guys out there. The psoas. Huge.
Oh, that's the one where like you lay on that thing. There's a.
No, not that. Not that thing. I'm just saying, just that muscle. It's the muscle that connects basically your upper body
I'm
to
gonna
your
try
lower
balance
body
on
in
flipping,
the front. And
trainer
that's the
flipping
thing that gets really
while
tight
doing
all
a
day,
V-sit.
just sitting
Let's see
down,
how this goes.
watching
Yeah.
videos
It might go
or doing
catastrophically.
office work, and that gets so tight.
No, I'm just kidding. It's
that
a
then
trainer.
Your lower
It's a trainer.
back
It's a trainer.
has to compensate, so then you get lower back pain. So you think your
No, that's
back's
stupid.
fucked up, and it's that you need to keep that thing. You need to keep that thing stretched out. Every time I used to go to like yoga classes, those people that could do like the cobra and come up like that, I always thought it was like their spine. Like, how did their spine curve like that? It's not the spine, it's the shit in the front that's preventing you from going up. You got to stretch this, and I thought it was this back here.
This is how fucking lazy I am. One time on the road, you were doing something. You go, Verzi, let me show you these stretches, and you showed me like 30 stretches, and you changed everything. It was incredible. My back, everything was good. And then I remember calling you up one time, going, "What were those?"
All they were is they're the beginning stretches of like the yoga I used to take. It's just basic forward bends, downward dog, the cobra, and then like a couple of twists, and then the bringing the knee up and bringing it over. If you just do that,
Yeah.
you do that, and then occasionally you do that one where your feet are out at like 10 and 2, and you try to go out. You ever see Rogan do that? Like his shit is like at 9 and 3, and he's all the way down on the ground with his fucking head like that. Like, I mean, he's like in Bloodsport. Like, I'm just a freaking comedian here, so like I can just do 10 and 2, and just sort of doing that has helped keep that sciatic nerve issue I had at bay.
Yeah.
Stretching is
that was so good. It's
is
my mind
huge, and,
way off of.
I'll tell you this, dude. Is there anything
Way
at
off
my
of the
age, is there
V-sit.
anything
That's actually
better
a pretty cool
than
technique.
Fucking,
Just keep your attention away from
piping
whatever you're
hot
doing.
Fucking
That's pretty cool.
Epsom salt
I might
bath.
try that. I'm gonna try more of that.
Dude, I step out of that thing and for like 20 minutes.
Especially
I feel
bike
like I'm
riding, I
22
completely lost
again.
track of time.
Yeah. I haven't I gotta take a bath, man. I'm a shower guy. I'm not a bath guy.
Oh no, dude, baths are ridiculously
fun.
underrated. Ridiculous. There are people go, oh, you can take a bath, and it's just like you're laying in your own filth. It's like, what do I work in a mine shaft?
Yeah, I'm not that fucking dirty.
Yeah, coming in like a mechanic, coming out from under the fucking 18-wheeler. Yeah, I mean, if I was filthy, I'd hose myself off first. I get that, but like, how fucking dirty are you? You're wearing clothes all day. It's protecting you. So you're walking in there like fucking Pigpen, you know? Fucking flies buzzing around you and shit.
You know what I got to invest in, Bill? Oh, you know what I got to invest in? I got to invest in a hot tub right off my patio, and I'll sit in it during a snowstorm and smoke a stick.
I
And
know.
if you-
There's no doubt. Drinking a fucking wine, absolutely you will. And you'll
Yeah.
call me up, like with steam on your head.
I'll have a
Going,
fucking
dude,
water.
FaceTiming. Is there anything better?
I'll get a
Right
fucking.
before the weight of that thing falls through the top of your deck, because you had a jerk off cousin come in and do it.
I'll get a fucking
I was
waterproof.
reading they should maybe be on the ground floor. Oh no, you can have that up there. You can have that up there. I think this thing can hold it.
Dude, it's so funny you say that. Me and Brett Ernst always do the thing where Italian's got a cousin. It's like, wait, how'd you get? No, my cousin would've. It's always, but like, it's always a little off. It's like it's your cousin, but like he almost had it right. It's like, yo, you know Uber? It's not quite like that, but him and his friend got cars, but they always go. He'll go to the airport. Just call him up. Here's his card. It's it's a startup. Oh, dude, I'll get a hot tub. I'll be in a fucking waterproof fur coat and a hot tub smoking a fucking... That's gonna be my album cover. I'll just be in a hot tub with a fur and a that's my special. Dude, I did something. I did something the other day to my back and my neck, and now my hands are tingling, right? My hands are tingling, and now I have to figure out if I got to get another shot in my neck. And I'm trying to fight this surgery, right? So I went for
Talk to Dean Del Rey. He knows the guy.
Yeah,
Dean Del Rey walked into a grocery store and just collapsed. He thought he was having a stroke. He thought he was dying, and it was from his motorcycle accident. He had a herniated disc in his neck. And this guy gave him exercises and all this stuff. It's the dude he learned through Rogan.
What people don't understand,
it fixed, I think, Rogan's shoulders and his knees.
if you have a herniated disc in your neck, which mine is the C6, and it either pushes left or right, mine's pushing straight back on the nerve, you literally can't pick up your cell phone sometimes. Like that's it's like you just don't have the, and then 2 days later it all comes back because something got like aligned. But dude, I remember this one time I was at a comedy club in the city. This is a true story. I was like, yeah, man, I did my shows, and I wasn't passed in any club. So I was like, I was literally standing outside of bars in Greenwich Village going, hey, comedy show. They're going to do comedy show, right? And people are like, fuck you, I'm going down here. I'm going to the cellar or whatever. And I was like, man, one day, like I'm standing there, and I was done for the night, and I go, man, I need a massage. So the guy goes, oh, go around the corner. I'm like, dude, it's 1 a.m. Just go around. It's a thing, right? So I go in there. I am feeling good. And I go, how much is a massage, right? And she's like, it's 60 plus tip. I had $80. So I'm like, perfect. I'll get it for 60. But I go in, and she closes the door. It's 100% true. She closes the door, and she just goes, you want special massage? I go, no. She started touching my belly button and shit. And I'm like, no. I was like, I got 60. Whatever. And she goes, no, I'll give you special. And she started to kind of try to touch my balls and shit. And I'm like, no, I don't have them. My back, right? So I laid down, and she dimmed the lights, and she kept going, you sure you don't want special massage? I'm like, I just want to get my back. I have a fucked up back. So dude, I'm laying on my stomach, okay? Hand to God, I'm laying on my stomach, and I feel I'm laying this way, and I feel her grab my shin and lift my back leg up like this. And all of a sudden, I get this sensation on my toes.
It's like sexual assault.
Dude, this bitch had my toes in her mouth, starts sucking my feet, and I go, yo! I go, what are you doing? Man, I got $60. So
who the fuck goes to massage parlor at 1 a.m. and thinks that place is legal? Dude, and you think she actually knows how to work out your back? You went to a punter to see if they can hit a fucking curveball. You're not even in the right stadium.
No, here's the thing. I was young. I didn't know about that stuff yet. I was
young. The hatch just blew.
I had 60, dude, she put my toe in her mouth, and I just jumped out. I jumped up, and I go, what are you doing? I think I said, what are you doing? I got $60. I'm not doing
it. Into that, by the way.
She thought I was playing hard to get, and then I realized I'm in a whorehouse. I'm in a whorehouse. I got $60.
I can't believe the story went that way, Paul. I mean, I thought that was totally legit. I went to a massage parlor. Get this, at 1 a.m. in the village in New York, this chick tried to touch my dick. I mean,
he's trying to be victim dick. He's playing the victim card.
What were you, 12?
Oh, I knew something was up when they had doors. Because legit places don't have doors on the room.
Oh my god.
You can't have a door, shady shit's going on. But then I learned later,
What are you, like 12?
Yeah, it was a bad massage. It was like, okay,
it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah, no training.
The perfect massage parlor would be an amazing masseuse and one of those fucking whores after. So they totally work out your whole body, and then you have the pro comes in.
Yeah, what a host.
It does to your dick what that other woman did to your back. And then you're just done. Dude, you would walk out of there. I'm telling you, it would the leaders of every country, should have that done to them every morning at 9 a.m. before they sit down. Before Pakistan talks to India, before Russia talks to America, before England talks to Ireland, whatever the fucking big rivalries are right now. Before Christians talk to Muslims, that should all fucking happen.
He gets on the phone with the world leader. He goes, "We were gonna bomb you today, but I gotta tell you something. Sheila came in and fucking."
No, but dude, he wouldn't be like that. He'd be like, "Hey, listen, man. You know, what is a border, anyways? It's an imaginary line. This is stupid. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm looking out the window right now. I got the same trees you got. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, that's good.
You know what? There is a game on Sunday. I can't believe I'm saying this. I would love for you and your people to come over to my house. I don't know what got into me. My back feels great. My balls are empty. I get what the world is supposed to be. You know what, Paul? But would these broads do that for us? No. It's unreal. You know what kills me is all these women out there that's trying to learn all those stripper pole moves, and not one of them will watch some whore teach them how to do a proper fucking hand job. It would so help the relationship.
I don't know what they're going to talk about on here. I don't agree or disagree with whatever they say.
It's a hilarious YouTube. She had a stripper pole in her bedroom, and it wasn't installed right, and she tried doing moves, and just thing ripped out of the wall. So yeah,
she had a friend put it in.
A cousin.
Yeah, my cousin, I'll do that. He'll put one in all four corners.
He got a stripper pole in every room. Think he gives a fuck? When is International Men's Day? That's what I'm waiting for. International Man's Day. They got that?
Yeah, Paul, it's anytime we hang out. That's what it is. And they hate it. We get along with each other. Let's not go down this road. I will tell you this strip.
I love how you said that, and then you go, "Let's not do that."
I always do it. I totally started, and then I drag you in.
I did nothing. Paul, don't do this.
I called Paul earlier this week, and this is how I started the message. I said, "Hey, Paul, as a friend, I'm going to warn you. If you're getting along with your wife, don't listen to this message. Because what happens is I go off if I'm having a bad day, and then by the end of the conversation, you're into it. But we ended up working it out. We worked it out.
Yeah, what it is I'll be laying on the couch watching the All-Star game, the dunk contest. I'll be relaxed, and then your call comes, and you hop me up, because you'll get me excited, and now I'm pacing, and I'm like, I'm into his shit right now. Like, I was just laying down.
And it was that classic shit where they just can't fucking give it up. This is what happened, right? I'll tell it real quick. I love all these people here, okay, in this story. Because you don't tell these fucking stories, but it's funny because it was a stupid argument. So I'm sitting here, right? Like, you know, I took mushrooms for the first time ever, like fucking, I don't know, a couple weekends ago, right? And
Wow.
I ended up, you know, I mean, shit, you know, the toilet little guy was breathing and shit and stuff like that. And I was just like, all right, well, I know it's not breathing. It's because I'm fucking tripping, right? But then I felt this profound sense of, like, emptiness and not feeling loved and all of that shit. And I realized that this shit was from, like, my childhood. So I was like, you know what? I can't hear you. Oh, no.
Pretty profound stuff. Mushrooms, if you take them, they get thrown back to moments of your childhood that you didn't think affected your life.
I can hear you. Okay.
But then you see the trauma that was instilled on you,
I'm sick of being
and you
this
like
fucking,
resolve it at that moment. It's crazy.
I said, fuck this. I'm gonna take care of myself this month. So I was just like, I'm gonna go fucking plant-based, see what that's all about.
That happened to me.
I'm just gonna be stone sober, and when I'm having
I found
a bad
shrooms
day,
in Brazil,
rather than just being like,
in cow
I'm
poo
gonna fucking have an
in
edible,
Brazil.
so I don't have to deal with it. It's like, no.
I was thrown back a time when I was 7 years old and I was abused.
So everything's going great.
And I just started like bawling.
And you know the deal, Paul. When things are going
It's crazy,
great,
and it was something I completely forgot about.
It's the relationship because you're doing all right,
You know?
you're growing, right? So anyway, I say I was making this fucking, you know, one of these protein bowl things.
Oh, do I have a photo of it
And,
here? Should I pull it up?
One of Nia's
Oh, I have a
friends was
photo
over
of
and
it.
she says like, oh, that's delicious.
Yeah,
That
sure,
looks
let's pull it
delicious.
up.
What is it? And I told her, I said, I've been eating this thing. I go, you know, I've been eating plant-based for like 10 days. I feel great. I
Image,
dropped
image,
like
image.
5-6 pounds.
Okay.
Right? Now, what would you say if somebody said that?
Oh my God, that's great, man.
Yeah. what do women say? Oh, that's, you know, it's so much easier for you guys, right? You know, you just guys just
Look
say they're
at
going on a
this
diet
mushroom.
and they start losing weight. It's just like, I've been eating like a fucking ferret for 10 fucking days. This is fucking hard. I am so sick of eating fucking sweet potatoes and whatever the fuck else I got in this thing. I want a burger like you read about, and I'm fucking staying away from it just to see
So I found
like,
this,
what
right?
this is. So then I end up coming back. Classic me,
Psilocybe
I take the
cubensis.
bait, rather than being like, okay,
So beautiful.
whatever. I don't
That's
need
a
to
fig
address
tree
that. I
in,
just totally jump on the hook, Paul, get pulled right into the boat. I go, you know what the problem is with you women? They always come up with an excuse. They can't just
Bill Burr,
say,
you're such a
"Hey,
sexist
you're-
asshole."
You're here and you want to be here.
I don't agree with
it.
what.
Like,
I was
because
giving
of
Bill
these
Burr a
fucking
chance, but man, if he's going on
every
sexist
fucking
rants,
thing,
I
right?
can't
You
deal
said
with
this
that.
Out loud in front of them?
Of course I did, Paul. I'm an idiot. So then my wife hears it, and then all of a sudden she becomes third man in. Should have been ejected from the game, but we're not playing by NHL rules. And then she's giving me
Look at
shit.
this.
And then her friend
An
feels
animal
bad
took a
because
bite
they
out of
start
it.
going at it.
So you could see
Because I'm just
that,
like, you know, if you told me you lost an eighth of an ounce
an
of weight,
animal
I'd be
came
like,
and
"That's
took a
great.
bite out of
Oh, I
it. So
can
you
see
see
it in your
animals
face."
get high
Even if I
too off
couldn't,
these mushrooms.
just
You
to
see?
make you feel good.
See that little rat or
to
wombat or
make you
whatever
fucking
came
feel
in.
good. So I
Well, not
called
wombat.
the
There's no
guy,
wombats in Brazil. But like a
"Ah,
gerbil or a
dish
capybara
rags
or something.
flying, storm out of the place. Then she actually called
Look
me.
at spores. Spores are so
Called
purple.
me later, and she's like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry.
that.
I shouldn't have said that. Because we
So
tried
beautiful.
to apologize, but then I had to apologize
And then check
for
this
what
out
I
here.
said after what was said. It's like, no, I wouldn't have said that
Check
shit.
out
but
how
you didn't say the
blue
other shit.
it
So, like,
bruises.
how about
So
you just
beautiful.
apologize? And I don't have to apologize. How about for fucking
Look at
once?
that.
You just fucking stand
Wow.
there on
So
your female
nice.
feet, square up,
So
and be like, you
nice.
know what? I was fucking wrong. And you know what? She did it.
Let's show you
No,
another one.
I got a good one.
Thank you
I
for
got a good
watching
one.
and being
I'm
here.
trying
Look
to
at
have
the
sex with my wife.
ecosystem
She
it was
walked
in.
I
It was
like,
so
"Look at that
beautiful.
ass in those leggings."
Look
I
at
was like,
this.
look at that. I said, you look good. That ass looks, and she'll just be like, you know, give me a smirk, and I'll be like, yeah, I see it. I see it. 'Cause she's on a diet, you know.
Where
Yeah. So
This is
beautiful.
where I order?
Oh my god.
I feel like nobody's
Oh my
paying
god.
attention
This
to
is
me.
like paradise.
I don't know how you do that mushroom shit, man. Like, I'm not
I
gonna
don't. I did it one time, and I'm
Wow.
never doing it again because I
Oh
got
my
the
God.
information I needed.
I'm
I don't
like
love myself.
dreaming. Yo,
love
by far the most
myself.
one. Yo, dick.
You should.
Dude, the amount of times
Yeah, man.
I will fucking walk down the street
Yeah, dude. Yo,
on a hike.
this I
and I'll
found in
think
like
about
cow poo,
something,
dude.
And I just go, oh, I
Fucking
hate
amazing.
myself. I've been
Insane,
doing that,
dude.
dude, for like 40 fucking years. It's hilarious. And I never was conscious that I was
They
doing it.
grow. I
I
think the
realized
most north they
it's a
grow
whole
are
bunch of
in
other shit
Texas.
that I'm
I
trying
think
to
Texas
fucking
is the
work
northern
out.
limit
Me
of their range.
feeling like somebody's saying something that they shouldn't have fucking said, and then I go, oh no, maybe it's me, maybe it's me. And then the moment
You
to
can
have
see
said
they're kind of
something goes
bluish
by,
already.
and then it doesn't happen, and then that just becomes something else that I talk to myself about
So
when I'm
nice.
driving.
Yeah.
I've been like the person still there, and it was 7 fucking years ago, and then that shit just starts
What else?
stacking up.
What else
Paul,
can I show
and then
you?
all of a sudden, I say I'm losing a little bit of weight. Somebody makes a fucking comment. Next thing you know, I'm fucking throwing spoons around.
Yeah.
Do I have
Has
any other
nothing to do with
photos
all
of
of
that?
No,
think
dude,
so.
that's a healthy thing. I went on a rant on the Verzi effect, which you guys should subscribe to, and I was talking about how people in my life that did me wrong and then try to do the thing where they go, oh, I can't say anything around you. It's like, no. It's not that you can't. It's that I understand what you're doing, and you think everybody else around you is either stupid or doesn't see it, or you're getting away with
that's
it.
the worst.
I see it, so it's like you're not getting away with it.
They
I'm
just
just having
like, okay, Paul, Jesus.
Yeah, oh, well, you got to watch what you say. He'll call you out, you know, he'll call you out.
Jesus,
And it's so
Blue
sensitive.
Widow.
That's all that fucking bullshit of like,
That's the-
no. That's them trying to worm your way. You look at
You
cat,
just got me,
at the
I just
fucking
had
rat by
anxiety
the
when you
tail.
said that. When you
This
just
was,
said that, I just felt, when you just said, oh, he's sensitive, I
Royal
just
Dutch
actually felt
seeds, I think.
because that's what they do. They'll say things like, he's sensitive, you got to
Yo,
watch
thanks
what
for
you say
watching.
around him, he takes things personal, and it's like,
Check this
you're
out.
the asshole. You're the mother. You did it, and I don't like it, and my feeling and gut is telling me that it's fucking
And you know,
wrong.
now look, he's yelling. His eyebrows are up. What's it? They just gaslight the whole fucking thing, and then you become the asshole. So the
And
thing
then
is, you
that's
got
when domestic violence happens.
happens.
I'm kidding.
It's exactly what happens.
The one here's
And
what I
that's
did.
the part of the story that is never told.
Ooh, baby.
My wife and I. Here's what you do.
This
the
is
guy's
Pure
face
Kush
right
by
before
Greenhouse
domestic violence.
Seeds. I think I showed you this already. But it's all good. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching again. I showed Irie this actually. Before it was in
I'm
here.
kidding, lady.
Free
Jesus
site.
Christ, relax.
That was like
I would never
6
in
months
my
ago.
life put my hands on my wife, but one time I grabbed her piggy bank that was ceramic, and I turned it into powder.
This is the best part of the conversation, yo.
And I swear to God, it was like a ceramic giraffe, and I don't know, she had it, and she used to.
When I
collect
recognize
them,
this
and
behavior,
she
I
said
run so
something,
far,
she was
not just.
apologizing, and I was so hot.
Oh, I missed that
tried
part. Let me
leaving,
go back.
she
Let me go
don't
back.
leave,
Let's
and
hear your philosophy.
Verzi effect, which you guys ass in those leggings. I was like, look at that. I said, you look good. That ass looks, and she'll just be like, give me a smirk, and I'll be like, yeah, I see it. I see it. She's on a diet.
Where, is this where I order? Feel like nobody's paying attention to me here.
I don't know how you do that mushroom shit, man. Like, I would.
Oh, I
I'm not
passed.
gonna-
I
did it
went
one
back too
time and
fast.
I'm never doing it again because I got the information I needed.
You should.
Dude, on a hike and I'll think about something and I just go, oh, I hate myself. I've been doing that, dude, for like 40 fucking years. It's hilarious. And I never was conscious that I was doing it. And I realized it's a whole bunch of other shit that I'm trying to fucking work out. Me feeling like somebody's saying something that they shouldn't have fucking said, and then I go, oh no, maybe it's me, maybe it's me. And then the moment to have said something goes by, and then it doesn't happen, and then that just becomes something else that I talk to myself about when I'm driving. Yeah, acting like the person's still there, and it was 7 fucking years ago, and then that shit just starts stacking up, Paul. And then all of a sudden, I say I'm losing a little bit of weight, somebody makes a fucking comment, next thing you know, I'm fucking throwing spoons around.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with all of that.
No, dude, that's a healthy thing. I went on a rant on the Verzi effect, which you guys should subscribe to, and I was talking about how people in my life that did me wrong and then try to do the thing where they go, oh, I can't say anything around you. It's like, no. It's not that you can't. It's that I understand what you're doing, and you think everybody else around you is either stupid or doesn't see it, or you're getting away with it.
Yeah, dude.
I see it, so it's like you're not getting away with it.
They
I'm
just
just
like, okay, Paul, Jesus.
yeah. Oh well, you got to watch what you say. He'll call you out. He'll call you out.
Jeez,
And
he's so sensitive. That's all that fucking bullshit of like,
That's
no. That's them trying to worm your way.
Or shadow banning.
I just had anxiety when you
Right.
said that. When you just
Shadow
said,
banning.
I just felt when you just said, "Oh, he's sensitive." I just actually felt the
Shadow
because
banning's
that's what
on
they
that
do.
same
They'll say
wavelength.
things like he's sensitive. You got to watch what you say around him. He takes things personal, and it's like you're the asshole. You're the You did it, and I don't like it. And my feeling and gut is telling me that it's
And
fucking
then you go,
wrong.
now look, he's yelling. His eyebrows are up. What's it? They just gaslight the whole fucking thing, and then you become the asshole. So
And that's when domestic violence happens.
happens.
Oh my god.
It's exactly what happens.
The one here's
And
what I
that's
did.
the part of the story that is never told.
My wife and I. Here's what you do.
This is the guy's face right before domestic violence. I wasn't a guy. I didn't fight. I'm kidding, ladies. Jesus Christ, relax.
I would never in my life put my hands on my wife, but one time I grabbed her piggy bank that was ceramic and I turned it into powder. There was no going back, and I swear to God, it was like a ceramic giraffe, and I don't know, she had it, and she used to collect them, and she said something, she was apologizing, and I was so hot, I tried leaving, and she said, don't leave, and I had a baseball in my hand.
Oh,
And
you
I
threw a
ju-
strike ball.
And I
threw a
threw,
strike from across the room.
I mean, it hit the strike zone perfectly.
You know, a little cup fastball.
I did Mariano
Buckled,
Rivera.
her
and cut
knees
it.
buckled, right? You just came right in and hit the bank.
But the best part about it was she was so wrong in it. She took the loss on the piggy bank. She goes, "That's fair." You lost one bank out of the deal. Wow. Yeah, she knew. Listen. listen, man, you got to give somebody credit when they there's something to be
That's
said
all
about
I'm looking for.
apologies.
That's all I'm looking for. Just and apologize on your own if you're wrong. But if I'm wrong too, then I'll be like, okay, then I'm sorry for this shit. But don't drag me into your mud hole, right? And then fucking sit there when it's time to be like, who caused this shit? Act like I was part of it too. It's like I was standing up here. All I said was I was doing well on my diet.
And you know what, Bill? This is why we watch sports. Because when you could sit down and go off for 3 or 4 hours, I sit down, I watch my Knicks for 3 hours, feet up, watching them play, sitting there with my son or alone, and I have that time. It's anybody that says sports is for dummies. You know, I said something to somebody that I go, dude, this like these people are watching these Marvel movies. I mean, God bless them.
Yo, what's
like,
up?
You're making fun of me for liking sports, like it's the same thing. I'm like, no,
Rakshas
because
cat?
sports is a
I've
real
never
end
been in
result.
jail.
Sports is a
Cell,
real
shit's
thing
scary.
happening. You know, Spider-Man's not jumping out of his building, fucking doing
Oh,
this
man,
and
no,
and
dude.
Fucking, that's not happening. That's not real.
Yeah, I mean that's
If
more
you're a
like,
dude
I would
to
say
do that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Marvel
I
and
haven't.
DC
That's
is more-
terrifying.
That's in the world of
I'm
mushrooms.
so against conservative
Sort of
private
fantasy,
prisons and the prison system and everything. It's
hallucinating,
absurd.
You know, people
It's-
flying. I mean, you see a lot of
it's,
shit in like a Marvel movie.
Shameful. I'm
It's
sorry,
like
man.
You're tripping.
Probably
And
unjustified.
sports is cocaine. and it's
Buildings,
better.
buildings being knocked down and nobody's dying. I mean, there's a lot of fucking weird shit happening.
Oh, a little 8-ball corner pocket never hurt anybody.
Yo, thanks for being here, Rakshas
I
cat.
don't do that. I don't do that.
Rakshas cat.
Hey, no, I dabbled in my 20s.
Yeah,
I do have to go though, kind of soonish, because I gotta go pick up.
No.
I gotta go pick up
Dude, I
a
was-
present
when it
for
comes to
my
drugs,
nephew.
I
It
was
was
the
his birthday
scared kid.
yesterday.
Even with
Like
a
all
joint,
the
I
big
had
presents
friends
arrived
smoke
on
down a
time,
whole
but
joint. I was
one
the
little
kid
one
too,
didn't, and I gotta go
constantly
pick it
seeing
up
how I
before they
felt.
reshelve it.
You know, any kind of drug
So I think I'm
like
gonna
that,
do
I
maybe
never
another
smoked weed till
bench
I was
press
like
set, maybe
fucking
ride the bike for
37.
maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
have
had
to sign
friends
off.
that
But
was
let's
just like,
go.
all right, whatever. And
Yo,
I
thanks
was
for being
more
here,
of a
man.
booze bag.
I
Keep
would
feel free to
smoke
keep
weed and sit
writing
there
away,
like a
chatting away.
zombie,
You know, right?
thinking of my
I'll be
life
chatting,
and just
riding a
having
bike.
straight
I can
fucking
chat.
paranoia. I had friends that would smoke blunts before final exams.
Thanks for being here.
And
It's an
crush
honor.
it. Guys would light and they would smoke a whole blunt. Dude, I would take like 2 hits of it and I would fucking.
I believe in that, dude.
therapy.
I really
hope-
think
I hope
there's like weed people.
I hope it wasn't
like
too bad. I hope
they
you
like
weren't-
line up with
they
that
didn't treat you
drug
too
the way I
poorly, you
lined
know?
up with booze. I was a boozer. Oh, Paul, I'd slap a bottle around.
Oh, I love. Oh yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
Okay, I'm gonna ride the bike and then I'm gonna do another bench press set.
I mean, dude, is there anything better?
No.
Anything? I don't even have to say it. Is there anything better? Dude, just looking at bourbon that's backlit, is there anything better than a bottle of bourbon backlit, knowing that you're getting a drink off of that fucking thing?
Oh.
With a big, fat fucking ice cube and nothing to do. You're on the road. You don't have any morning radio.
Gun to
That
your head.
bottle
What's
gets
your?
opened up.
Oh, you're
You
gonna
got
say
the
hot.
game on in the background, Paul. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's so fucking. Dude, whoever, I don't know the higher power, if it's a man or a woman, but either way, it's a cunt. Okay? The fact that cookies make you fat, everything that's fun, like, it's like it put a governor on fun. If you're having too much fun, you fucking die. Or they got to cut you out of your house. You know? Like, how come, like, just, eating this fucking mush
Yeah, but
for
we
10
weren't
fucking
meant to.
days, I lose weight. But God forbid, Paul. God for fucking bid. I go out and do what the fuck. Dude, there's something out here that I want to do, right? There's a place out in San Marino, California. Okay? There's a place, Gus's Barbecue. Across the street is an old school soda fountain. Okay? Where you can get like root beer floats and all that shit. And then you head back, the Triangle of Death. You go back and there's a cigar bar.
Oh.
I mean, that's it right there. You have some barbecue. You got all that salt in you. Then you have a little fucking ice cream cone like you just finished your paper route. And then you go across the street like a degenerate gambler and you have yourself a stick. I mean, that's fucking it.
Got a couple honey.
My
on the
wife
game?
ever leaves me, I'm getting an apartment above that fucking building.
Oh yeah, no.
And I'm going to take myself out in 8 years. That's what I'm doing. Taking myself out 8 years. eating barbecue, drinking root beer floats, and having a cigar. And my T-shirt's gonna say "Divorced, doesn't give a fuck." And the Rose Bowl is right up the street.
Divorced. Think I give a fuck? I'll get divorced
that's it.
again.
Divorced,
man.
out of the game. Out
Oh.
of the game. Retired. Retired, divorced. See ya.
Yeah, some of these guys are like, I'm on my third one, man. Screwed up. Didn't know what I was doing on the first two. And I'm kind of betting against you on number 3. Dude, I had a guy, you want to laugh? I did a speakeasy comedy club in a cigar lounge, and the room looked like a room that Al Capone played cards in. And it was expensive tickets for like 20-something people and a couple of guests. And it couldn't have been more fun. And there are poker tables and people sitting there watching comedy. And there's this one guy in a plaid shirt, kind of heavy set, looked Italian. I go, what's your name? He goes, Joe. I go, of course it is. I go, Joe, you look like you fucking live here. And he's just smiling. The owner's crying. I find out later they're best friends. I go, Joe, let me ask you something. I go, divorced? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah. I go, listen, a cigar lounge, marriage is bad business for a cigar lounge. And this guy could give a fuck. And
Okay,
it was
let's the top 3 places where you're gonna find divorced, happy guys.
all right, I'll go first. OTB, cigar lounge. Oof. I don't know. Number 3 is tough because
I got 3 right off the top of my head.
go ahead. What do you got?
Membership at a golf club,
Ooh,
cigar bar, steakhouse.
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 Huh? That the first 2 I got. The golf is huge.
A regular.
A regular at a
Regular.
steak.
I'm talking career waiter steakhouse.
Oh, okay. Like, and he goes to the bar. They all know his first name.
They know his drink.
Okay, George is here.
Got a pocket square, but he's not like a hipster.
Got it.
Just
Okay.
of that era. Oh, divorced.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say horse track or OTB, cigar lounge, and I do like the golf thing, or any kind of men's club, Elks Club, any kind of thing like that where the guys just
Do they
got an
still have
award.
an Elks Club?
They have,
I should join that at 52 just to get some youth in that place.
Oh,
Just
dude, Elks
you'd
Club.
walk in there and there'd be 2 people arguing who was better, George Burns or George Goebel.
Do you want to know
Who's
something?
the better George?
I'm going to tell you something, dude. I actually
Guest host for Johnny Carson.
This episode is brought to you by Viore. Viore brings a brand new, fresh perspective.
Sorry.
On performance apparel. Perfect if you are sick and tired of traditional workout gear. Everything designed to
Ever
work out.
since I can remember, I didn't want traditional workout gear.
I always wanted comfort.
I always wanted comfort. Sorry. Whoa.
Look at you. The mother comes out. Look at you. You look like a gym rat.
Yeah.
But doesn't look
Pretty
or
good, pretty
feel
good.
like it's so friggin' comfortable.
I'm gonna do one more
You will
lifting
want
set and then I do have to
you will
go.
wanna wear it
The
all
way
the
I
time.
saw it,
Thank you.
every
You wanna
once
see it
in a
up close?
while, everybody had to take
Pretty
a workout.
sweet. It's a trainer. It's a trainer.
Let's get through this.
As
Sorry.
in, it's like dull.
Fun fact, Viore is a Finnish word for mountain. Viore's performance loungewear apparel
What, I
inspired.
never did a fucking crunch before? I'll do a fucking crunch.
Ain't the first crunch I did. Inspires
fucking
the
tip.
expansive
Nice.
clarity you get from the top of a mountain. I actually love the Viore Sunday joggers. My wife actually goes, Paul, you're in those 3 days in a row. That's the truth. Okay, I couldn't get out of these things. They're sleek. I love them. I also love the men's core shorts. They're so breathable and comfortable. My wife wears the woman's daily leggings.
one more bench and then
literally
I do have
daily.
to go.
The high waist is stylish and they fit her perfectly.
Regular people
Quality
wearing
material.
jeans.
Thanks for being
That
here.
was for suckers. We
Me and
wore
my stream
Viore
yet
all
again.
week.
Thank you.
Good quality material. She loves them.
You want me to wear jeans? Fuck you, comfort.
Yep. It's where you could sit and you just.
I gotta get some more recipes. at the speed. When you come in real fast, you know, the goaltender doesn't have time to set up. That's his fucking theory. As he sits up there in his fucking jacket.
Does he
right? I don't know
talk
if-
like that? Does he
Yeah.
talk like a fuck?
That's how he sounded to me. They don't have time to set up. So then, like, Pasternak comes down slow as shit. He comes out from the side. So he's coming in from, like, that would be the goaltender's left side. He comes in from the left side, and then he's just coming into this angle where the goaltender's like, I have to protect the post. What if all of a sudden he starts drifting across? I got to come like that. So he makes it look like he's now going to curl in. So he starts to curl in, but he's still dragging the puck. And right as the goaltender just moved a little bit, he just flicked his wrist and it was in the back of the net. Right? So then the next Islander comes down, and he goes slow and he doesn't score. And he goes, see, that's what I told you. He went too slow. He gave him time to set up. It's like, you just saw Pasternak. You just saw him do what the fuck this guy just tried to do. You just saw it work. He says, like, so, like, I can't stand fucking people who, when they have, like, they came up with their theory.
Yeah.
Because I got the theories, but, you know. If I literally see it not fucking work, I'll be like, all right, shows you what I know. And this guy stayed with it. You see what I said? He came in too slow. So if you come in super fast, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't watch hockey. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna have some more. Look at this ball. Look what the fuck I'm eating here. Look at this. Look at this shit.
What is that?
This is the key to a flat stomach, a clear head. But I'm telling you, I gotta get some more recipes.
Dude, I'm 6 weeks. I'm
Very
6
good, very
weeks
good.
no sugar, and it's changed, and I don't even crave it anymore, man. It's like, it's going really, really good, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep it up, man. Knock down the
pre-workout.
you know,
Thank you so much for being here.
carbohydrates and stay away
Dick.
from the sugar, dude. I was eating gummy bears by the
Thanks, man.
handful daily.
Dick, I think you've been here
I'm 10
every single
days in
workout.
not doing this shit, and I went online
the
and I
past
ordered
year,
some
man.
malt. So I can
We're
make
almost
a
at that
chocolate
year
malt.
point, buddy. We made it to 52. I'm sure you saw.
No,
You
you just
GG'd me on my 50th. Thanks, buddy.
you just
Like, fuck that bitch. I'm moving on. I'm fucking like.
Pretty
well,
good.
maybe
I gotta
she's
go
still
though.
has
I gotta go
feelings.
pick up a
as much as
Lego-
you like the Bruins,
a
and
Lego
I like the
Charizard
Knicks,
from my
I love the
nephew.
Celtics too.
There's nobody.
Don't tell
that
him.
we
It's a
know
secret.
who
Actually, no, I
gives
told
a
him
shit
yesterday. Never
about
mind.
their team more than our friend Joe Bartnick. And here's for
I
you
got him a
people that
couple,
don't know,
uh,
hilarious comic. Joe
got him the
Bartnick
two,
is such
like,
a Pittsburgh Penguins fan.
Premium
This is a true
Nerf
story.
guns. We had so much
performed
fun
in
yesterday. Like a
Atlanta,
mega rifle and
then we went out,
a regulator,
and then we gotta go to
Nerf
Johnny's Hideaway.
regulator is pretty
It's a
fun.
legendary place. You gotta
expensive.
go to
Yo,
Johnny's
but it's all good.
Hideaway,
It's like
and it's
the top
70s
quality, and they're really
night,
good
so they're gonna
quality.
be pumping fucking,
They wanted
you
both,
know,
so I'm like, you know what?
Saturday Night Fever shit.
I'll get you both.
gotta go. We go to this club.
Yo,
It's
GG,
like
man. Thanks, man.
It's like old school.
Yeah, dude, that thing
smoky,
fires like
the
crazy.
dance
The mega
floor
rifle,
is
the mega, that
fucking
thing's crazy.
packed. Saturday Night Fever. People,
Thanks, Dick. Thanks for
I was
being here,
getting
man.
so into it, I wanted to dance.
Oh, we gotta
I'm
raid
like,
someone.
this
Let's
is
raid someone.
amazing. I'm drinking. And
Now no one's gonna believe my raids because
I can't do anything.
I started raiding
Penguins are in the playoffs.
people when I wasn't streaming. Now
Sat
nobody's
at
gonna
the
believe
table. I shit
that I
you
was
not,
streaming.
Sat at the table with the. I mean, if a director said this is going to be a comedy with a party around you, there's people dancing, getting drink. Joe
Oh,
G was there buying
I
drinks.
do have to go,
and
though.
Bartnick is at
Oh, here we
the
go.
table in the middle of the club with his phone like this.
Yeah, you can't sing.
And he's going, and he's watching the playoff game, and he sat there the whole night watching the Penguins
who's on?
with the loudest music around him. Could give a fuck. If he was on Mars, he was watching that
Cloud
game.
Nine?
And I was like,
Playing GoldenEye?
nobody likes
Okay,
the team like
Cloud
that.
Nine's
Talking
definitely
about a
in the
guy
raid.
he's such a fan, his wife tolerates that he has framed Pittsburgh Penguin paraphernalia right in his living room. You walk into his house and it's like right there. You feel like you walked into like a sporting goods store.
In his lip, like next
Yo,
to
thanks,
his
Dick.
wedding picture.
Thank you so
No,
much,
no pictures
Rack.
of the family. It's
Shaz
just
Cat.
Mario Lemieux,
I hope you stay out of prison,
Yonder,
mainly just due to your.
and then he's
just
got
happiness
Malkin,
and-
Crosby.
Usually it's not your fault. Thank you, Boot46, for the
I mean, I give a fuck,
follow
but not on that
and
level.
the.
Oh yeah.
He
Thank you,
gives a
Yoga
fuck.
My
He
Life, for the
cares.
follow. That's so sweet. That's so awesome.
never seen it.
That's the
he
coolest thing
he
ever. That made my
he
day
knows
so
the
much.
game of
When I saw
hockey
that, I was
like nobody
pretty
I've
happy.
ever seen that.
But
So, hey, dude, you're gonna get your daughter into hockey.
yeah, Boot46, something off my chest.
Yeah, that's,
I know I
that's
didn't
really
have
cool,
much.
man.
I'm
That's
sorry.
a-
I'm
I
sorry I
think
let you
that's
down
such
with
a
that one.
huge thing for kids growing up to play organized sports.
Maybe just
And
all GGs, all Pap.
You know, you take
Oh,
you
wait.
know
Peace
wins
out.
and losses together as a team,
Peace out,
and
Dick.
then you have your individual performance.
Thank you for being here, man.
And you get to figure out how your mind
I also
works,
got, I don't know if it was spam followed, but like 50 people followed me and all at the same time, and the accounts were made like all at the same time.
You know,
So unless
said
50
about
people,
sports and stuff, and like
Magic
really,
one
you
following
know,
at the same
all of
time.
these, you know, these fucking nerds and shit. Like the way.
But the
that
ones I
they-
mentioned earlier are
somebody
real, and I appreciate it
on
very much.
They've
Oh, wait.
never played them. They totally
I really
judge
do.
them in this negative way.
Like I'm so
You
on
know,
it.
I mean, all it takes is a couple of football players to hang you from your underwear.
I'm
from a
famous.
locker
Oh,
room, and all
yo,
of a
you
sudden
made
you're
me.
just writing
I'm
off
famous because you're here,
an
man.
entire sport that everybody is an asshole in it. But I don't know. I think you like. I'm really big on like your kids should play organized sports and have a little bit of martial arts so they know how to handle themselves. So you really don't have to deal with those bad feelings of like feeling weak or not being included or getting bullied. You know.
Yeah, it's I gotta
Sports
be honest.
helps with that stuff, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that you know, having a daughter, man, like, you know, I was opposite of you. My first was a boy, and then when Stacy was pregnant again, I'm like, oh well, if we have another boy, he's gonna have a brother like I had a brother, and all of a sudden this little girl who's strong and like fucking independent, you know, my little girl will go in her room for 3 hours and you're because she all right, and she's happy as a fuck. She just has that, and she wants to play hockey, and I'm like holding her hand skating, and I'm just thinking like, she's more me. So like my daughter is more me, and my son is